are now recording.
We're now live.
We're live. First episode, Rey Vs Rod.
Rey Vs Rod.
Welcome, viewers, friends, family, anybody who's interested in debate topics.
Absolutely. And not just political debates, all debates.
No, all debates. Anything that's up at a juncture, we will debate. All right? Send suggestions, leave comments, likes, tell us what you want us to talk about. But for this first episode, we're going to start cooking with Drizzy Drake, Aubrey Graham,
Champagne Jimmy.
Versus
Champagne Bobby, Wheelchair Jimmy.
Wheelchair Jimmy versus K. Dot. No, did he win a Nobel Prize?
He did. He won a Nobel Prize.
K. Dot. We got Kendrick Lamar,
Grammy winner, Nobel Prize winner.
Yep.
Performed at the BET Awards. Kung Fu
Super Bowl,
Kenny.
Super Bowl coming up.
Absolutely.
Kung Fu Kenny. That's a great shout.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
But yeah, that's the main topic of discussion for today. We each have our own strong opinions.
Absolutely.
On
and I'm a fan of both. I just want to put that out there.
Disclaimer: we do enjoy both their music. We think the feud that they had, it inspired a lot of great music in a short amount of time.
Absolutely.
4 songs in one day.
That's fantastic.
Unheard of, dude.
Fantastic.
Unheard of. We're a little late, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
we
it's
took
the
time
topic
to
of the
soak
year.
in. Yeah, we took time to soak in our thoughts. We listened to the tapes. we gather our opinions, and I myself am a K. Dot fan.
You know,
I'm going Kendrick. For the beef, I think Kendrick won.
Yeah, but who knows what the beef's not over. So basically, all these months late, we're basically doing the J. Cole.
Yeah.
We're responding months late.
I had a lot to say about J. Cole because he came in, he started yapping, dropped the diss, undropped it, unreleased it, took it off, and then now he's like, I hate seeing hate out there. But brother, you shot Jermaine. He threw shots out there.
He did.
And you can't take that back. Once it's out there, it's out there. Be a man, stick by your word. And you know, if you don't agree with it later, talk about it later, but don't take it down. Why are you bringing down the art? It's all art at the end of the day. All right. So first of all, J. Cole's a pussy. That's the main.
Wow.
That's
this might have to be a debate
takeaway.
topic later on in our path and journey because I have a completely different outlook.
Really?
I resonate with what he did. For a while, I was like, dude, he's the grippy man. Like, you know what? He's a pussy. But after just taking my own time to reflect, I was like, you know, maybe not.
Dude, I don't know, man. Him and Drake on First Person Shooter, saying it's no debate. They're the GOATs.
Yeah. Well, they wanted Kendrick on the song.
Yeah, but you can't have a Kendrick feature like that. Not on a song like that. You can't have it on there. If you want a Kendrick feature, you got to do it on a full album. You can't do it just on a single. All right, it has to be part of the album. It's not going to be a single. I think that's the biggest part with Kendrick. You can't have him just to get your numbers up. He's not about that shit.
Yeah, but I just think they wanted the Three Kings at the top of the throne, like, you know.
You can't have it all.
Well,
Sometimes.
Well, Kendrick clearly showed you, like, I don't
greedy.
fuck with that.
Yeah, no, he stands on his own shit, and I respect that. I respect that he has his own.
Absolutely.
He stands on his business. All right.
He does, and he did.
But yeah, Cole, you got to figure it out. Jermaine, figure it out.
He'll be a topic for another day.
Yeah, but I have a lot to say about you, Jermaine. If you're listening, I have a lot to say about you.
One day you will, and you're integral to, you know.
Yeah,
but you love his music, though. Don't
get me wrong. Wet Dreams, top 5 J. Cole song in my book.
Fantastic song.
He has some great songs out there. His discography is great. You know, no features on albums and
yeah, that's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah, he's nobody's disparaging his ability to rap and put out hard songs, but when it comes down to what happened in this week span or 2 week span,
yeah,
he was a pussy.
Yeah,
but
it's fair. It's fair to say.
But
I see that side, obviously.
Oh God, yeah. No, I'll save that for another time because that'll be its own debate.
Yeah, we'll save that. I was hoping honestly you would come on that side because most people are on that side.
Yeah, no, 100%. Jermaine should have stuck with it, but regardless, he defeated his purpose. Yeah. He didn't do what he wanted.
Defeated himself.
Yeah, the snake that bit its own tail.
Yeah,
that's Jermaine. But getting into Drake and Kendrick, I have a list of the songs and the order they were released in and how they came out. And,
absolutely.
You know, so first,
great work out of you.
Yeah, first was First Person Shooter, Drake and Cole.
Yep, that's true.
And you know they threw some shots. They mentioned Kendrick. Kendrick wasn't having it. So Kendrick had to come back. Like that.
That supreme record.
Like that sparked something that probably won't be sparked again for another generation.
Oh my God, it was so beautiful.
I think for that point in itself, I think K. Dot had such a substantial lead.
Yes.
Because he sparked, I don't think we'll ever see another era like that in our lifetime, with 2-3 artists dropping music back to back like that. Dropping 3 minutes later, Kendrick dropped.
Yeah. It was an unbelievable time. It was one of the best times of my life, honestly.
I think, it's...
For music, especially.
Some people might say, it was a PR stunt or whatever. They still fuck with each other behind closed doors.
I don't know if they
but they don't. They definitely don't.
Yeah, they definitely do not.
When they start bringing in children into the mix.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that.
So Like That came out. Ye's beat on Easy. Oh my God, dude.
Shout out our brother Ashish. He's a big fan of that song.
Oh my God, it killed it, dude.
And I'm sure you are too, and I am as well.
I think that might be one of the things that we would agree on is Ye is GOAT. Ye is him. He were made him. Doesn't matter if he's rapping, producing, or doing clothes, whatever. He's him. He cannot miss. I was about to pull a full Yeezy fit just to show my solidarity for my lost brother. But I have the Yeezy sweatpants on. I was gonna put the Yeezy pods and the Yeezy shirt on, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Not today.
Not today. It's another. That'll be a Kanye day.
That's a pop out and show 'em.
Yeah. Let's go.
And it's gonna come soon. But so Like That, K. Dot. My opinion on it. He sparked that, killed it, created a lot.
But not only that, Future says now. He said just the other day, he was like, I didn't know Kendrick was gonna diss Drake on it, and I just go. Like,
you had to know.
You had to know.
You had to know. You don't just give somebody a beat and then don't listen to him record.
Yeah, and him and Metro it was him and Metro, and Metro hates Drake too. Yeah. And Future and Drake were beefing at the time.
I was gonna say Future was beefing with Drake too. Yeah. He dropped his album and it was like the reverse of Drake's album, right? It was like all the titles were opposites. Yeah. I remember that. I didn't do enough research on that though. I didn't re-listen to the tapes. Didn't think it was necessary. Still don't think it's necessary.
It's not too necessary.
But yeah, I did forget about that for a moment. But yeah, so after that, Cole drops 7-minute drill, and then he undrops, goes on a performance and says, "I hate putting out the hate between my brothers. We gotta lift each other up." And
that's fantastic.
I get where he's coming from, but that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, it's probably not the way to do it in the rap.
The way to do it is you get in the booth with all three of them and you drop a banger.
Yeah,
that's how you squash it. You don't go and say, "Oh, fuck this guy," and then say, "Oh, my fault. I didn't really mean it." You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's a tough look to go like 1 foot in.
Yeah, he dipped his toes in the water,
and it was
too cold, and he got out.
He got out.
So I wasn't fucking with that. Jermaine, you can do better. You can always.
He certainly can do better.
He should have done better. And then he dropped Grippy right after.
Yeah,
which is also like
a bad stretch.
Yeah, that's just I'm not serious. That's what that means to me. Yeah. I'm not serious. Jermaine, you're not serious.
This might be his worst year in music.
Yeah, no, he. Oh my God! After the stretch he had, with KOD, Kevin's Heart, and all that on that last album, and oh my God, yeah, he had a great stretch. His feature on the first person shooter was great.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
No doubt.
He was on a stretch of features where he was really good.
He was like, you put him on a song, he was banging.
Yeah, because he was kind of like Drake in that way.
Yeah, and then I think, I don't know, maybe child support went up or something, and he had to do another feature to get back on track. So he did Grippy, and God, it's just meme. He's a meme now. He's a meme.
Hey.
And that's his legacy. Tainted forever.
Hey, some brothers make millions. Other brothers make memes. Let's go.
Shout out to Kashi69. So after 7-minute drill, released, unreleased, we got Pushups by Drake. Metro, shut your ass up and make some drums.
Man,
come on.
What a time.
That was hard, but I don't know. You can't diss the producer. He's gonna make beats regardless.
I'm sure we'll get into Drake's strategy, but his strategy lacked. In terms of he went at everybody.
Yeah, and then his late strategy at the end, I think he fucked up on that as well.
Yeah, that as well.
He fucked up.
He just kind of fucked up the whole time. Yeah. He was kind of sitting on the throne and he wasn't looking out at the battlefield.
No, he wasn't. He won maybe a battle. He didn't win the war.
I do think Pushups is a great record.
Pushups was great. Drop and Give Me 50 is you're sunning him.
And at the time, I remember thinking like,
yo, he cooked him.
Like, he cooked him like...
yeah.
And in my mind, I just thought Kendrick would be like... Because that's the type of guy he is. Like, he'll just brush it by the side.
Yeah, I thought Kendrick was just going to be like, okay, I'm going to go write another Grammy-nominated album, and that'll shut him up. But no, he wanted the smoke this time.
Yeah, no, he said it's time.
He didn't stand aside. He said, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And
No, but it's basically like it's like when they shot the guy to start World War II. That was like that version.
Yeah. It was the shot heard
Like
around the world.
Yeah, the shot heard around the world started the war, and
Yeah.
then now Pushups was the first battle. And I thought he came out hot.
He did. He did come out hard. He sunk Kendrick. He had him there. He had him in a chokehold, but Kendrick had to retaliate. Euphoria.
But even before that, Drake dropped the track with the Tupac AI and the Snoop Dogg AI.
Oh yeah,
The Taylor
Taylor-made freestyle.
Yeah. Because he was saying Kendrick dropped, basically telling him to drop.
Yeah.
And it was
he egged him on.
Yeah, and it was I guess it was Taylor's album, I believe.
Yeah, Taylor's version, something like that.
Yeah, she was dropping something, so she was like,
yeah,
he can't drop because she's dropping, and your numbers ain't gonna be that hot. But he was taking them on, and that's where I was like, this brother's very confident.
I forgot about that aspect of it. That it was at a time where Taylor Swift was, doing her whole owning her records now and re-releasing them and remastering them, and everybody was scared to drop music. It almost seemed like for a stretch because they knew it wasn't gonna be number one.
Yeah,
but they cooked. They produced. They got in the stew. They got in the lab. They put their reps in and they made something.
Dude, it was the return of hip hop.
Yeah. So drop and give me 50.
Yeah.
Gotta give Drake his props. He cooked Kendrick with that line. Kendrick wasn't having it. Euphoria.
Euphoria is another fantastic record.
Shoo! that he got me hooked on that. At first I was like, damn, it's a slow song. I was like, he's gonna just lyrically beat him up, like just berate him with words, Nobel Prize winning words.
Yeah.
And then he got Don't Tell No Lies About Me, I Won't Tell No Lies About You. And then it switched. I was like, oh my God, Kendrick is gonna cook him. And Kendrick did.
He certainly did.
Kendrick served him. I can't even put into words what I felt once that diss track was released. Because I was like, this is gonna just keep going on. And I was excited. I was excited for a while.
I was very excited.
Oh man, I remember.
It's a 7-minute song, so a really long song.
Dude, yeah.
But he's cooking the entire time.
He just, berates him continuously. Doesn't stop, doesn't take a beat. No. He just ammo, shooting it. Dude.
No, but that was his strategy the whole way out, was him just firing away. Doesn't matter what comes back. Offense is the best defense.
Yeah, offense the best.
And
defense.
so.
Yeah, you put him down enough, he's not going to get back up.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick dropped. I don't know if you listened to 616 in L.A.
I did listen to
the one that he took down.
And in fact, I love it.
I think that's probably the best,
But he took it down because he couldn't get cleared.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Had to take it down.
Okay, so
it's still on YouTube, but his YouTube.
Yeah,
but
it's not official by him. Yeah. So that song, I remember I listened to it and I was like, this is really good.
Fantastic.
I remember I was like, this might actually be like the best song I've heard in a while.
I love it. I still love it.
This was pre-Ye dropping what's it called, his album with Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the greatest thing at the moment. And I remember I listened to it, re-listened to it, and then re-listened to it recently doing my research for today. And dude, I think it's just masterfully crafted.
It's masterful.
Dude, he just repents mid-song. he asks for forgiveness from God for what he's doing to Drake.
Yeah.
That's, oh my God,
it takes a different level of man to do that.
Yeah.
And he's the best.
He can do that. He's allowed. Yeah. Not many people are allowed, but Kendrick is allowed. I think, Kendrick just completely ended that one.
He took Drake's thing. Drake's the timestamp God, and he timestamped him.
But then they keep going back and forth with that, which I did like. I did like the back and forth, the Heart Part 6 and everything.
Yeah.
I did like that aspect of it.
That was cool. They are very good artists.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, but this song, when I heard it, it was like it sparked something in me creatively. It made me want to. It made me want to do something.
I feel you on that, because not just this, but just when Kendrick was just dropping music and hating, God, I was like, I got to become a better hater. Yeah, I need to hate more.
He has a talent for it, and I think we both have a talent for it. I think we were very well versed in how to just bring something down.
Yeah, you got to bring it down sometimes. Sometimes this guy's sitting at the throne, and you want to take him down.
Yeah,
and when it's your time, brother, it will come due.
Yeah, but you can't stay there forever. You're not untouchable.
Yeah, you're not.
People need to remind they're not untouchable. Nobody, even Julius Caesar, stabbed by his own comrades.
Yeah.
Not untouchable. Not untouchable. Nobody's that high up. But to repent mid-song, I'm still stuck on that, dude. Him going mid-song and asking for forgiveness is insane. That's just next level, just hating. Next level, just I already know I'm cooking you. Yeah. That's that awareness of like, yeah, this is like you're gone. There's nothing you can say after this that will be as hard as that. And it's abysmal. It's a tragedy that this song isn't on streaming. I would listen to this every day.
Yeah, which was on streaming as well.
This would be on a great rotation. And then he goes and drops like the lines where he says like, yeah, like I got spies in your camp. Where he's like, I know, like whatever you think I don't know, I do know.
He's like, yeah, OVO's working for me.
Yeah, he cooks him. He says your boys don't even fuck with you, which is a crazy thing to say. Because it's at the end of the day, OVO, October's very own.
Yeah, it's iconic, iconic brand.
If you got the owl chain on, that's a status in Toronto.
It is for sure.
It's a crazy status to be having in Toronto. And for him to be like, yo, your boys, like, they don't fuck with you. Like, they're just there because, like, they're there for clout and they're yes men. They'll tell you what you want here, but they really hate you. It's just like, you're calling him pussy. You're telling him that he's all up in his own head.
Did.
You know, calling out the ghostwriters, I think, in that same statement, saying, like, these guys really only write for you because you got money. And yeah, he's got the Degrassi money. He's got the OVO money. Don't get me wrong. He can put $1 million on a parlay. But,
and lose.
Yeah, and lose. And still be up.
Yeah, for real. Absolutely.
So I got to respect that. But also, at the same time, when you're cooking somebody, and it's just like, you know, you bring the truth out in a hurtful way, such as that, you know, saying your team doesn't fuck with you, is just, that definitely hurt Drake. I think Drake definitely felt some type of way about that.
I can say he definitely, like, he was definitely, I don't know about, like, going through people's phones, but he definitely had that team meeting at the OVO hands.
Yeah, no, he was like, all right, who's the pussy?
Yeah, who's the snitch?
Bitch?
Who's the rat?
Yeah, who's wearing the wire?
Yeah.
And then Tony Soprano style took him out on the yacht.
Yeah.
Buried him in the ocean. Cinder blocks attached to his feet.
God damn.
Now, what I would have done to been there.
For real. I would have just loved to see his reaction.
Yeah, no, that would have been a great, oh my God. Yeah, no, the team meeting definitely wasn't good for the morale.
Yeah, definitely was not.
Yeah, that definitely should.
Because he was just definitely questioning himself and about what's going on and things like that.
But he took it, he twisted it, he ran with it, he did his own thing with it too afterwards. When after that he dropped Family Matter. Kendrick just opened his mouth. And
I will say this. It's another. It just keeps being fantastic record after fantastic record. This one is. It made me like, my whole these last couple of years, I've kind of thought like, Drake, is he falling off?
Yeah, it's been a question where it's like,
I did not think it after this song.
Yeah, it's like, when will Drake stop making hits?
Yes,
because that's Drake's whole thing.
He's the hit maker.
And I think a big part of the argument is Kendrick is beating him with like his talent of writing,
yes,
and his talent of like being able to speak in an eloquent manner while rapping and performing at a high level. But Drake is beating him with numbers. Yeah, I think that's the biggest debate. It's like, is it talent, or is it
that is the debate.
Which I think is where I got to give it to Kendrick, because he outmanned him. He outmanned him at his own game.
He did. But the Family Matters it's fantastic.
I think Family Matters is probably the one that made it all blow up even more.
Yeah, the last 2 minutes. I remember exactly where I was. I was in Hoboken, New Jersey, and we listened to it on the ride home. There was 2 minutes 30 seconds left in the song, and I was like, if Drake rapped like this all the time, his respect levels go up even more.
There would be no question about his status on the top three.
Yeah,
but he just something about Drake. He finds a way to fumble. Like when he dropped the album with the, what is it, Honestly Nevermind? Is that
the
dance
album?
Yeah, the house album. I don't even know. Is it Honestly Nevermind? I think it is. Hopefully it is. But
I believe it is.
But everybody hated that album when it came out.
Yeah.
I remember everybody was like, hey, this album is stupid. This isn't Drake. This isn't good music. I listened to it start to finish, cover to cover the other day. Every song on that album has a spot for some time in your life.
Yeah, you're spitting.
And like Overdrive, dude, that song gets me where I need to go. That song cooks. The beats on it were great. The beats are all great. Production was great. Drake cooked. It was just different. People weren't ready for different.
Yeah, they weren't ready for different.
And
I would want him to drop another one.
What I would say is, I think artists should be allowed to do that. I don't think it should be like he's not dropping the same music. No. So what? He wants to try something different.
That is Drake kind of all the time.
Yeah, he does. I mean,
Because he
Don't
just
get me
does
wrong.
shit different. Even if it's cringe,
There's never
he
gonna
does shit
be
different than everybody else.
There's never gonna be another Take Care. There's
Yeah.
never gonna be another Jungle.
That was another. Jungle hits different in this car, and
Jungle, yeah.
that was a different time of Drake. But now that he has eclipsed like being just the #1 hit maker,
He can do what he wants.
he could do the British shit. He
Yeah.
could be the Toronto
The drill,
guy. He could go. Yeah, he could do
He can
the
do
drill.
the Wagwan Delilah.
Yeah, he can go. I totally forgot that was the first song that he
Oh
dropped
my
after
God.
this beef. But he can go to Atlanta and call himself a slime.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of do anything he wants, and
He can show up with the braids. He
Yeah.
can show up with the beard trimmed, the little heart in the hairline.
he tries it out, and he was the one who kind of made it cool for just doing whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
But
And I mean, at the end of the day, I think the root of Drake, he was a theater kid. He
It
was
is.
in Degrassi. He was an actor. He knows how to play a part. He knows how to incite a fire. You know, he knows how to continue to just like egg people on. He
That's
knows how to play
fantastic.
his part.
That's a great point.
Which I don't mind. Let him play his part. If he wants to turn into the skid and be the cringe guy, be the Anita Max Win guy, he can do that because he knows it's gonna get views. That's the thing about Drake. I don't want to bring up his aura, but he has like an aura that allows him to just delve into different like opportunities that he wants. He has options.
Yeah,
And I
he
think
certainly has options.
people hate on him for having options. I don't mind that. I honestly like it. It might inspire other artists to drop other stuff,
It definitely does. He does a good job.
like the drill stuff. I've been listening to after he dropped that. Start listening to Central C.
No, yeah, he definitely. Central C was coming on before then.
No,
but,
for sure. He had some bangers that were TikTok
Yeah.
and but I wasn't bumping it regularly.
Yeah, but
His
that's
song
what
with
Drake
Ice
has
Spice?
done for people.
Yeah. His song with Ice Spice. I listen to it on the regular. Can't hate on it. Can't hate on it because it's art.
Well, that's kind of always the argument with Drake. Is people go, is he like pushing people forward, or does he have to have his face
Yeah.
on?
Like a little spotlight on him, but yeah, this guy was also there.
Yeah,
And
it's like it's a give or take. It's
But-
kind of like with a lot of people go back to his early days, like with The Weeknd, and even ASAP and Kendrick.
Yeah,
They just go
yeah.
like, he knew they were going to be great.
Yeah.
But
He
then
gave them a platform.
he gives them the platform, but he also kind of is like he takes it for himself as well.
No, 100%. Like when he was getting produced by Abel,
Yeah.
The Weeknd, those were great songs that were coming out. Very like passionate songs, And I like that. I like different types of music. I don't want just one genre Drake. I don't want just
I don't
one
want it
genre
either.
anything.
But
Sometimes
he's a
I'm in
singer
different
rapper,
moods.
so
He is a singer, rapper, and an actor.
he can do whatever he wants.
He can multi-Grammy winning artist. he can delve into whatever he wants, and I think people don't appreciate that he can actually do that, and like he's actually quite successful at
Yeah,
it.
he's very he's unbelievable. He's the
he-
only one who can do
Yeah,
it.
Michael Jackson could have done it, but that's a topic for another time.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's also like his,
that's
his like North Star. It's Michael Jackson.
everybody wants to be like Mike.
Maybe I'm Prince and you actually Mike.
If he's still out there, Mike, if you're watching this, you're invited in the car.
You're always you can whenever.
Yeah. So yeah, I think him changing it up, I think it was great. I think it was good, like a nice change of pace after the beef and everything. I think it was good. Him dropping, God, I don't even want to mention all the other stuff he's done since then. All the clips on like wherever he streams and him. Oh my God. But yeah,
It's been a lot. It's been a lot since then.
Yeah, but yeah, after Family Matters, there was Meet the Grams.
It was like 30 minutes later.
Yeah, it was people were still reacting to Family Matters, and they're like, Kendrick just dropped,
Yeah.
and
And
everybody
it's
was
the
like, yo,
three
stop
most
trolling.
feared words in hip hop. Kendrick just dropped.
Everybody was like, stop lying. Kendrick did not drop.
He didn't drop.
He didn't.
He
drop.
was on Kai stream.
was-
he was on Academic stream.
Yeah.
They're both rocking out to
They're
Family
like,
Matters.
chat, chill out. Chat, chill. He didn't drop. What are you guys talking about? Stop trolling. Oh wait, Kendrick actually dropped. 3 minutes. I didn't even finish my video, and he dropped already. Pause. That's hard, cause Kendrick got that notification. Drake dropped. He listened to it. Hit the send button.
That's oh my
Published.
God, man. He is.
Oh my God. Meet the Grams. Dear Adonis. Starting off with that.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. It's insane levels of just like, dude. Now you're bringing his son into it, and you're going off on his his parenting and his choice of women and what he does, and telling his son like, hey, if you want a real role model, Uncle Kendrick is here for you.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It's an insane track. It's a letter to Drake and to his family.
Yeah.
But it just is. It's master level hating. It's master level rap.
He knows where to fuck
that
the
beat
bed.
is unbelievable. It's like the defining. It's
project.
like it's not the best song in the beef.
No, but it hits every chord.
It's just like it's like it's just a defining like. God damn.
Yeah, it sprung something else in Drake, because Drake was angry after that. Drake was pissed.
Absolutely.
Drake, he was baffled. He's like 3 minutes after I dropped, this guy is coming out here.
Yeah, that team of the I forget his label, Kendrick. I forget what it's called now. But
couldn't say it.
Yeah, I forget.
Couldn't think of it.
But that team, or if it was just him, whoever it was,
they had it on deck.
They cooked with that whole strategy of what they were doing.
Dude, and then I have some of the lines written down here for that really resonated with me. I wish your grandpa wore a condom. Saying that to Adonis is saying, hey, I wish your father was never born. It's an insane level of hating. I think that's a different level of just calling him a bitch and then telling Adonis, yo, just so you know, your father is always going to be a bitch. It's just insane. I think that's wild.
Damn.
And then he goes on to say, let me be your mentor.
He did say, let me be your mentor.
Is nuts, dude. It's pretty much saying, like, hey, he's not a good role model. He's not going to be a good father.
Hey, bro,
you need something, I'll give you the platform.
Don't go to the BBLs. Get a gym membership.
Yeah.
Do some push-ups.
Oh my God. Those bars went insane. He's pretty much telling him, don't be like your dad.
Yeah.
And I think that hit Drake harder, is him hearing from somebody else telling his son not to be like him. And don't get me wrong, Drake has success, but Kendrick cooked him.
It was an insane song.
It was, yeah. And then, he goes, don't cut the corners like your daddy with Ozempic, which is wild. Which is just, that in itself is just a crazy diss. That's an awesome diss. If you can call somebody out in that form, you're taking pharmaceutical drugs to lose weight.
Yeah.
That's just, oh my God, yeah. Get in the gym, get in the lab, do some push-ups.
Here we should have just known how much of like a sociopath killer that guy Kendrick is, and we still didn't really know.
No.
And now we definitively know. But after this entire song,
there's a line that you shouldn't cross.
Yeah. Like, don't test this guy.
Kendrick has no line.
He's got no line.
Once he reaches a certain point, there's no cap on what he's gonna say.
And I just think the issue is with Drake is like, just seemed like Drake was kind of like pulling his punches, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
But like it just felt like kind of a joke. But not only that, he was dissing a lot of people. But
he did come
not
at
just
a bunch
Kendrick.
of people. Yeah.
But Kendrick was, it was just all on him. Calculated attacks. Everything.
He wanted it more. Kendrick wanted it more.
Yeah, he said
Kendrick wanted to prove a point. He's like, yeah, he's got hits, but when it comes to quality, I'm the guy.
He said, you can't fuck with me.
Yeah, he's like, I'm on a different level. It's not even close. Yeah. Like you're running 50 meter. He's running a fucking mile.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, they're not even playing the same sport.
Different
they're
race.
They're not running the same race.
Different heat.
That's a great point.
Yeah, and then he goes, don't have a kid to hide a kid to hide again. Which is nuts, too.
Yeah.
He's outing Drake, allegedly, on his other child, another girl, a daughter.
Yeah, daughter.
An 11-year-old daughter.
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed, but Drake's team did handle that well.
Yeah.
Because then in the next song, Drake goes, yeah, we fed you that bullshit.
I wouldn't doubt it. I think
he turned into the skid with a lie on that one. I wouldn't doubt it if he had another kid out there that he was hiding.
I wouldn't doubt it either, but
after this, you think he'd be forced to be like, yeah, I do have a daughter?
I just think that it would have came out. Because I think Adonis came out.
Adonis came out because of Pusha T.
Yeah.
And I think...
But that baby was on the way. I just feel like so... I just don't think Drake's I think Drake's a pretty good guy. I think he's a good guy. I don't think he's got a daughter out there. I don't know if they fed him it, and when I heard him say he fed him, I was like, well, hey, good for you. It's a win for you. Like,
I don't know. But then also, he goes on to say, I think earlier in the song, he says, don't fall into the escort business like your father. He fucks prostitutes.
He does.
I wouldn't doubt it if one of these prostitutes did something with the condom. Because I remember they also had the thing with Drake and the condoms with hot sauce for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think that's something that he developed because, Just he from the first time he fucked somebody with a condom, he was like, I should put hot sauce in it. I think he learned his lesson from someone else. I think he got somebody else pregnant because they took the condom, they inseminated themselves.
Yeah, this is deep dive conspiracy.
This is critical thinking at its finest.
This is good.
And I think he learned that lesson the hard way about the whole condom situation from the kid that's Kendrick outed. And I think that's where that comes from. I think it's all rooted in him learning his lesson. And I think Kendrick knew at a certain that like people would connect the dots. People like me.
Well, you just connected them and kind of opened it up for me. But I still say, after no kid, because after Kendrick rapped this song, he said, I don't know if he tweeted it out or put it on IG. He was like, if anybody finds my 14-year-old daughter, he said, I'll quit rap, I quit making music, and I'll work for academics full time.
He did say that.
And so,
but I also think Drake has enough money to be able to hide it forever.
Yeah.
Like if somebody was like, "Hey, I got the proof."
I agree, right, but I also think at the time, I think that person would have stepped up and been like,
"Nah, fuck you."
Like the daughter's now here. Look. But I still am team. I don't think he has a daughter. I don't believe it. I don't believe he's got one.
I'm like 60-40.
I think they fed him. I think they fed him the info.
I'm 60-40. I think they fed him the info. Like I don't think he knew about it beforehand. I think they definitely fed him the info.
Yeah.
But it was more of like to stir the pot, and he's like, "Fuck it!" Like they find out I have a daughter, they find out I have a daughter.
I think in their minds, it was like in the Drake camp, it's like we're gonna feed him the info, he's gonna do it,
and then he's gonna look stupid.
He's gonna look stupid, but then after they drop Not Like Us, so he got cooked.
He
but I think the only Kendrick misstep is if he doesn't have a daughter.
Yeah.
And that's the only misstep in his entire strategy.
100%.
But then he immediately drops Not Like Us after.
Yeah, Not Like Us came out right after. A minor. Legendary generational bar. You still hear it at the club, still hear it at the bars.
I love every time I hear it. I went on a stretch. I think it came out in May.
Roughly, yeah.
And then I was listening to it. I listened to it like 50 times per month.
That's
May,
a day.
May, June, July, August. There was times I used to bump it 7 times in a row. Same way he did it at his concert.
We did it a bunch of times when we were playing clubs.
Yeah.
It was in the rotation
well,
a lot.
I needed
Ashish
to hear
would throw it in it. You would throw it in it. It was just in the Discord chat all the time. We were listening to it when we were playing clubs.
It was a time.
It was this was a lasting song in the rotation.
It's one of the greatest diss tracks to ever exist, and it will stay that way.
Yeah, I think not only like are the bars hard, he calls him out. He hits him with the whole trying to strike a chord, but you, what's it called? Something A minor.
Yeah,
I can't remember the whole bar, but dude, the lyricism on it to cook him was immaculate.
He was cooking him. He cooked him the whole song.
It's a club
You're
banger.
A fan?
You still hear? He a fan.
69 God, like.
Yeah, no, he certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Like that oh my God, man.
Dude, it hits. It continues to hit, and it will always hit. I think this is going to be in the rotation for the clubs, for the bars, for a while. I think this is going to be one of those that it's going to stick with us for like 5 years, go into a little tunnel for another 5 years, and then come back twice as hard later.
In like 20 years, it's going to hit just like Hit 'Em Up with Tupac.
Yeah, exactly.
Where you could just play whenever, and it's going to hit.
Everybody's going to know it. Everybody's going to know it. Doesn't matter if you're a Drake, Kendrick fan. Doesn't matter. No, everybody's going to know this song. Everybody's going to have a reaction to it. So, yeah, that song banged, and then Drake goes and retaliates with The Heart Part 6. Now this song I have mixed feelings about.
I do believe it's a good track.
It's a good song like on its own.
Yes.
It's the visuals for it, like the video he put out, banger as well. I did fuck with it. And then they pretty much said, K-Dot, you're an idiot. we fed you what you wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And you got cooked. So yeah, I think I don't know. He said fact check. He pretty much said like where's your sources?
True.
And he cooked them. I don't know. I think that part in itself provided a lot, and it really I think shut down some of the steam that Kendrick was running on. You know,
but not that much.
No, not enough for him to end what he was doing.
But it was just the issue is it's like Kendrick was all offense, and you, my brother, were backpedaling. He's Justin Jefferson running right by you, like
just mismatch.
Yeah,
that's
and
what
you were you're trying to defend him.
Yeah.
And Maybe you should have switched to like a zone.
Yeah, they they didn't have a spy on the field. Quarterback was in the pocket for too long.
Yeah.
And that's just, it happens, you know. Sometimes you just didn't read the defense or didn't read the offense, you know. And then he pretty much says like, hey, you're just grasping at straws. You're dumb. You're reactive. You're just, whatever you think is true, you're just gonna take the first thing you hear and go out there. And Drake did his thing. I'm not gonna lie. Drake cooked him. And then he goes and he says that Dave Free is his actual like baby mama's baby daddy. That was hard.
No, that's a great line.
He
Free.
Yeah. Oh my God. He said your girl Whitney not following you. She fucking with Dave Free. That dude. Everybody was on Instagram. Is she really not following him?
Yeah.
And then when it was confirmed, it was nuts, dude. It sparked a lot of conversation about Kendrick's character outside of the rap world. And I respect Drake for that. I got to give it to him. He got people thinking, hey, maybe Kendrick is pussy. Maybe Kendrick is a cuck.
This is all true. This is all good points. Like, and good job, Drake, for doing it. I just think Kendrick, like, got him back on all the stuff that, like...
100%.
Where Drake literally went in, whatever, the Hard Part 6, he literally goes, like, if I was a pedophile, I'd be in jail because I'm that famous.
Oh, yeah.
But the difference is, like, when Kendrick in the Not Like Us video, he daps up Dave Free, and he dances with Whitney, with his kids right by him. I just think that's a moment right there.
It says a lot.
Where he just goes, I'm cool with myself. But you were actually on stage with a 17-year-old. You actually were hitting up Millie Bobby Brown.
Dude, and then he goes on to say, and he's like, yeah, like, if I was fucking with minors, like, I would have got caught. But I think that bar refutes itself in a sense that, like, you probably wouldn't get caught because you're Drake and you're famous, you know? Yeah. And it's like, you have the power in the world. You can make people sign NDAs, you know? And it's just like, yeah, you fucked it.
You just say, hey.
Yeah, no.
Drake, I hear you like I'm young. Like,
but Drake did his thing. The visuals on all these that he dropped.
I think they're all good songs. I don't know what I don't know what the worst one would be. It kind of depends.
But yeah, no,
kind of depends on the day.
Quality.
It's all really good.
Yeah, it all gets you where you want to go. It all, dude, and then the span, like the timeline on it, like all within a week.
Yeah,
it was just insane.
It was an insane time of just continually listening to music and loving it.
Yeah, no, it was there was nothing to complain about at the time.
And I would say at the time, maybe I'm inauthentic because I was never the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan, but he turned me into a giant fan. Because I just loved everything he did. I just resonated with it.
Yeah, no, but dude, the thing is, Drake just continuously can just put him out. Yeah, he can always put him out, and I think that
he could always put him out. But pause. Anyways, he could always put him out. But I do think after this, Drake knows like Trump dog. He got shot. Like, you need to, like, he's got to up his game a little bit in terms of if you ever wanted to get back in the ring with Kendrick. But also, I think the music he's dropped now. Family Matters on.
Yeah.
So, like, No Face.
Yeah.
Circadian Rhythm, Blue, Green, Red.
Oh
Housekeeping Knows.
Oh, bangers.
I just think there are better songs than what he was dropping before. And For All the Dogs is a good album, but it's not one of his best.
No. Rich Baby Daddy.
Yeah.
Bang.
He will always make hits. I just think the quality of music of his is going to continue to go up now. Where I think 100%. It leveled out before.
Yeah, he was just kind of like comfortable.
He was like, anything I drop, they will love.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
hey, like if you don't really drop that hot shit,
yeah, you can fall off because you just turn people that actually don't fuck with you.
Yeah, exactly. But I do think Drake cooked him, dude. In that last one, Drake cooked him. I think also
they were cooking each other.
Yeah, but
the whole way.
Dude, the whole Dave Free thing was just like he sealed the coffin. He had him dead to rights.
It's a great thing to say. It's like, dude, your son's father is your best friend and manager.
You're cooked, dude. That and then going to like the mother eye, and he's like, yeah, this is the song that you're talking about where you got molested as a kid. He's like, he's calling him pussy.
He is calling him pussy, but
I don't know. So, in the Drake Kendrick beef, who do you have your final stake in?
I think it's It's like, dude, it's Kendrick. There's no debate.
I'm swinging the other way, dude. Drake, I think Drake continuously can just one-up him. Like, I don't know. I feel like Drake, don't get me wrong, Kendrick, Grammy Award-winning writer.
Yeah, but that's even besides the point.
But Drake just retaliated. And I think when he fed him the fake information, allegedly fake, it's still up for debate. But when he did that, he proved his point that he's like, you're just reaching, dude. Like, you're taking whatever you're gonna hear. You're gonna take the gossip columns.
That's a fair point.
And he cooked him. And I think that was the nail in the coffin. I think Drake won. I think Drake pretty much like ruined his credibility. And like don't get me wrong, other ones are bangers, but the diss is like now there's questions in the air. Were you really dissing me? Were you really? You
sound like DJ Academics right now.
I want to sound like Joe Budden or Dr. Umar.
Shout out Dr. Umar.
He's welcome in the car.
Always welcome, my brother. Always welcome.
But will he want to be welcome? He wouldn't want to be welcome.
He probably wouldn't want to be.
He wouldn't want to be with us. But, yeah, no, I mean, I think Drake has a lot of points that lead to him winning the debate. I mean, first of all, huge fucking missile. Huge missile on the guy. I think that in itself speaks volumes. Him hanging with that third leg of the tripod that he is just, all right, he started at an advantage.
This is unbelievable. This is getting clipped, and that's going on TikTok.
Yeah.
Brother sus right here.
The missile? Dude, game respects game. Game recognizes game. If I had that missile, I would be doing whatever I wanted.
It makes sense that, he does whatever he wants because, But I just think there's a level at this point where, like, dog, we don't care that you got a giant fucking cock. What's it called? Yeah, but that giant thing shouldn't be with young girls. Anyway, pedo.
I don't know, man. I think the album afterwards that he dropped banged as well. I think it like you said, the music afterwards that he dropped, it just propelled him. It was more like I'm still Drake. Like, don't forget,
Yeah. I'm excited for both their next coming albums. I honestly think in some way, Drake still got bigger.
They're pushing him.
And Kendrick got bigger from Drake.
Yeah. I don't think anybody really lost, but if there was a winner, I'd say it's Drake.
It's not Drake.
It's up for debate.
It's not up for debate. It's just as in terms of just the diss tracks. I think Kendrick's song is clear.
I think you're looking at it too pure. You're looking at beef too purely on music.
I think it is nuanced. It's a nuanced debate in terms of like different stuff. But just music, Kendrick clears. Strategy, Kendrick clears.
I don't know, man. I think Drake, like when he lit up the car on fire.
Yeah. No, cool. That was cool.
That was a great message.
That was cool, but unfortunately, Meet the Grams dropped 30 minutes later, and then not like us a day later. Family Matters is the banger that Drake wanted it to be. Unfortunately, Not Like Us came out, and that's one of the greatest songs to ever exist.
I don't know. I mean, if you're looking at numbers, Drake has the longevity. Drake has the
Yeah, well, Drake already had that.
Yeah, but he's gonna continue to have it. That's my point. You can, even if Kendrick beat him lyrically, Drake is still winning.
Yeah, I mean, but that's fair.
He's winning.
That's fair. I mean, he's always gonna be winning, though.
That's what I'm saying.
He's always gonna be winning.
Like, he's still king.
But I can tell you this.
Have you listened to Jungle?
I listened to Jungle, but that's not even that, dude. This is before. That's when Drake was making like really, really good music.
That was an era where he was unstoppable.
I don't know. I don't remember what his first album is. But just Thank Me Later or some shit.
Yeah, something like that, and then got re-released. Whatever the fuck it was.
All the way until Views. I don't think he misses.
No, any one of those albums could come on the playlist right now, and we would listen. No skips.
we would absolutely love it. But I think post Views, things can get
a little rocky. But also, when you're putting out that much music, what's he putting out, like 2 albums a year?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Cannot debate that.
You're working with so many producers. Yeah, sometimes it's not his fault. Sometimes he'll take a feature, he'll use a producer for something, and he'll do his best. But there's only so much you can do.
There is only so much
you can't give everyone an award. But Drake's still cooking. You put Drake on a feature, you're getting a couple million streams.
100%. But I'll say this songs he put out immediately with Gordo didn't do shit.
That's a different subject.
That's not a different subject. It's not. It's really not. It literally, because back in the day, it didn't matter who he literally made the song with Smiley, and or whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
Wagwan Delilah. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that song was something else. I think after he dropped that, it was more of like a.
But he did put out that song, which was a joke, but also I kind of like it.
Yeah, like it could bang.
He put out the songs
right
with
song.
Gordo, and you just go from that. You just back in the day, it didn't matter what he was on.
But dude, the
It
thing,
always banged. It always was like at least top 100. Those shits didn't sniff.
the thing I will say is, he got streams. He got his money up. He got his he didn't go down, dude. That's my point. Is Drake was going up.
He didn't go down in terms of numbers. He did go down in the court of public opinion, and that's what matters.
Not always. Because, hear me out. Let's say, you do some fuck shit. You get beat up or something, right?
Yeah.
You lose some rep. Guess what? You go back to work next week, you're still making money.
That's
Right.
This is
You
correct.
know what I'm saying?
I just think it's like a leveled argument. Just in terms of what I'm saying.
I see your perspective, and my perspective is Drake is still gonna put out bangers. Drake is still gonna continue. He didn't miss a step. He's still in his stride.
He's still in his stride. But
And I think that says something about him. Has Kendrick dropped since?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. Well, he technically has, but a YouTube song. I forget what the shit was. It's to the party, the show, the party die, some bullshit.
Yeah, but
Also, a very good song.
quality. But Drake is still putting out bangers. He's still getting on features. He's still doing whatever he wants. He's still flying out wherever.
I think he's gonna let it die. He's let it die down, and he'll be back. But I'm just saying, Kendrick trolled him again with the Super Bowl announcement going
He
no
did.
round twos.
His team is retarded for what they said. They shouldn't have said that. Yeah, they turned it down multiple times, and then they got caught lying.
They got caught lying, and not only that, Lil Wayne's his boy, his mentor,
yeah.
and
They should have gave it to Lil Wayne.
they shouldn't have, and that's another topic for another debate because he's not a great performer. Anyways, not anymore. It might have been a couple years ago, but I've seen him perform lately, and he's not.
Well, the thing is, he says he doesn't know any of his lyrics, which I get. Dude, I get why
I
you
get-
wouldn't
I
want
get
him to
it too.
perform. No, I get why you wouldn't want him to perform.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know his lyrics. You're just it's a ticking time bomb at that point.
Yeah, and the big thing is, I get it's in New Orleans, but aside from the,
If anything, have him as a feature.
I wouldn't doubt it, but
Yeah.
that's a Kendrick shot. That's a Kendrick and Wayne shot at Drake.
True. Young
Like,
Money.
You fuck with him, but now you're going with him. You already saw the thing with DeRozan that just happened.
Yeah, no, now they're beefing. Oh my god.
So
yeah.
if they're beefing, if Lil Wayne does that to him, he'll be shattered as a man.
Yeah, no, I think Drake will just fall into a pit.
And I wouldn't doubt Kendrick would want to do it. I don't know if Wayne would want to do it.
I think Kendrick would want to do it out of spite and also respect to Wayne.
Yeah.
Would Wayne do it? Wayne did say he wanted to do it. I don't know. I mean, how tight are they after Young Money?
I have heard there's some
Uncertain.
beef there, but I've also heard there's also beef between Wayne and Kendrick as well. So I guess we'll see what happens in February.
I don't.
We'll
I
come
don't,
back
I don't
to
think
it.
Wayne will come out, but it would be cool. There's, a milli. Play that at the
That's-
Super Bowl. That'll get the crowd where they need to
I
go.
think New Orleans would love Wayne,
Oh, 100%.
but I don't think. But the issue is his whole fan base. It's a Super Bowl. The
Yeah.
Super Bowl isn't like your fans.
No, it's America.
And I can tell you what Kendrick did with the Pop Out concert. We didn't even get into it. It's like the best live music event I've ever seen with my own two eyes. One of the greatest ever. And not only that, he had a million different freaking artists come from
He did. He had.
California.
Did LeBron come out for that too?
LeBron was there, and that's
LeBron
Drake's
was
boy.
there, yeah.
And was Drake's boy. Who knows anymore?
I don't know the beef.
Russell Westbrook was there. DeRozan was there.
Russell Westbrook. I forgot about that.
DeMar was in the Not Like Us video.
He was. That video did kill. I'm not gonna lie. The video did smack. That I cannot debate. That's a fact. That video.
You
did
can
cook.
make the claim that, kind of like with Nas and Jay-Z 20 years ago, you were never really killing Jay-Z, but he got ethered, and now ether's a word. Ether's a word. He literally made the word it's a word based off the diss track, and not like us. It's just an ether Drake,
He did.
and that's why I believe he won. He
But-
won the beef. He made himself bigger. He just got the Super Bowl. This was his year, basically, of damn music. Fuck you, Taylor Swift.
But then again, we come back to the battle against the war. Who's
Yeah.
winning the battle? Who's winning the war?
And I will say, I hope there's a round two someday.
I would love it. I would love Cole to get involved.
I would love also, if Drake and Cole are no longer cool, I would love them to beef.
Oh yeah.
I know Kendrick knows.
Oh yeah.
I could. J. Cole's Mr. Nobody can fuck with me. So how about you stepping in the ring
Yeah, be a man. Put your dukes up.
Like, instead of
Take a
that
few
7-minute bullshit,
Yeah, the 7-minute drill. No.
we have,
Give us
a little
something.
three-way,
Yeah.
triple threat.
Yeah.
Who's the best? Because there's 1, 2, and 3 best rappers.
Yeah.
So we keep going. I mean, this shit's still on.
Well, yeah, we'll continue the audio.
Having difficulties on the camera side, whatever happened, but
We're experiencing a little technical difficulty.
so word. We're back.
Slight technical difficulties.
So we had some technical difficulties, but anyways, you've heard our arguments. I got Kendrick, you guys Drake. We'll put a poll up on TikTok. You guys decide. You can decide who's better, who won the beef. Decide really whoever you want. Drake will probably win, but I could just say Kendrick really showed out. He changed me as a man. And Schoolboy Q literally was like, I could never be good as a father as much as Kendrick. You can just see the impact that guy has on his friends, on California, on the West Coast.
Yeah, when you get Schoolboy Q involved, you know you're doing something. But
when he had the black hippies out there in the concert, it was awesome. But yeah, I would just say,
I will say in Kendrick's defense, even though I don't think he won, he did have some great fits he put out. I will say I think he won the drip war. He definitely won the drip war. Him coming out with the thorns, what's it called, crown, like Jesus.
Yeah,
he cooked with that. He pulled out with I don't know what brand that was, but like that suit that he wore, like that nice. He cooked. That outfit is top 5 rapper outfits. I don't think anybody can debate that.
He really does. Yeah, you make a good point that he does show. You wouldn't expect him to have that in terms of swag, but he's got it.
He's got drip. He knows how to pop out and show him.
Facts. I just think all these lines just make points for Kendrick.
Oh, 100%.
Pop out and show him is.
God.
Before the Saints coach got fired, he just got fired. Like 2 weeks ago. But he said it like they got. I think they won like the first game of the year and they were expected to lose, and he was like, sometimes you just got to pop out and show them.
Yeah.
And that's
sometimes you do. And what can you do other than pop out and show them?
Facts.
Sometimes you just have to. There's no other choice. And yeah, Kendrick popped out. But still, in my heart of hearts, Drake won.
I think in his heart of hearts, he just wanted Drake to win.
It's too big to fail.
He wanted. This is a big Drake guy. He makes us listen to Jungle way too much. But
that song Jungle has come around, gone, come back, been hated, and now it's a staple in our lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I haven't listened. I didn't listen to it for years, and now I'm back.
And there's people that will tell you things about Jungle, and disparage its creative ability to spark something in you. But when you really don't just hear it, you gotta listen.
Yeah.
You gotta listen.
You gotta listen.
You can't just have it playing and not listen. That's the thing people don't understand about Jungle. So Drake has it for me.
And Kendrick's got it for me. So yeah, we'll drop the poll on TikTok.
Let us know your thoughts.
Comment who you think won. Vote in the poll. Also give us debate topics along with that.
Yeah.
I had something to say, but I forgot what it was. I was just gonna say, I remember. We both love Kendrick and Drake. We enjoyed the beef. We just, it
was a good period of us seeing good stuff out there. Good stuff being put out, quality content. And we can't be mad at either of them for jabbing each other because the result was immaculate. Yeah. We had a great run of just quality music coming out. We need more beef.
Run.
The world needs more beef. I think that's the bottom line of this podcast today.
I wouldn't doubt that.
We need more beef. We need more controversy. We need more hating in the world.
Who knows? Maybe one day we'll beef.
Well,
a little precursor someday.
Solo podcast, beefing, throwing subs at each other, clipping them, putting them on TikTok. Who knows where we'll be in 5 years?
That would be a time. That would certainly be a time. So we'll drop that, vote and whatnot. Let me get the Staten Island story.
The Staten Island story? Oh my God, dude! I was stuck in Staten Island for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday. I was at work, and we rent trucks. Sometimes people take a truck. They say they're going to take it for a day. They never come back with the truck.
That's insane.
And the card that they paid with doesn't hit.
People suck.
And we have a whole corporate process when it comes to reporting trucks stolen, where we have to reach out to them 2 times, and then after that we have to send a demand letter saying, "Hey, return our truck, please." Then after that we send another demand letter saying, "Please return our truck. This is the final chance before it's reported stolen to the police." This is a whole 4-week ordeal. This truck was stolen on October 7th, and I just filed the
God
report
damn.
yesterday. So that's our process. And the truck was rented out of a Home Depot in Staten Island. But the New York cops also suck. The NYPD, awful.
Let me cut you off. And that's why Trump won. I'll tap you back in, and America's back.
Vote for Trump.
Guess what? If you didn't know the election happened, vote for him.
They're still taking ballots, probably, right?
Yeah, probably are. Who knows?
Somewhere doesn't have a final count. Vote, get his numbers up.
Stop the count.
But yeah, so I'm in Staten Island, and I have to go to the Home Depot to report the truck stolen because I have to go there, call 911, say, hey, I need to report a truck stolen out of this Home Depot. So I drove to Staten Island.
Insane process.
I took the company car, got there. I'm like, hey, I'm at the Home Depot. I need to report a truck stolen. And I had to have this whole thing filled out, paperwork-wise for him. I got it ready for him. And then we get there. Cops it was me and my boss set a bet for $50 over under 2 hours for the cops to arrive. It took them 1 hour and 42 minutes for the cops to arrive.
Damn.
After 1 hour 42 minutes, I give them the paperwork. I fill some stuff out, and they're like, "Oh, who rented the truck?" Because the name on the license is different than the name on the reservation. And I'm like, "Well, the person who picked it up is the license that we took down." He's like, "So who picked it up?" And I'm just going back and forth with this cop, telling him the one right there that says driver's license taken at the point of pickup is the one that the NYPD cops suck, dude. First of all, not timely. If it was an emergency, I would have been shit out of luck for 2 hours.
Yeah, 100%.
So, first of all, NYPD, fix yourself. Fix yourself. Get a better system. Get a better process. Get more cops. Do something.
I think we're back.
So that's number one. Number two, your cops don't know how to file reports. It took him. I gave him all the information on there, the address, everything, the name, license, all the vehicle information. The guy calls me 10 minutes after I leave. I'm on my way back to Jersey because I work in Linden. So I'm crossing the bridge. The guy's like, hey, I need some more information, not in the paperwork you gave me. I'm like, can I just send it to you over the phone or something? He's like, no, you got to come back. It's got to be in person.
That's horrific.
So I'm going over the bridge, so I got to take the wait station exit to do a turn and go back over the bridge the other way. Go back to Staten Island.
This is a process.
Give this guy the paperwork that I did give. No, show him where it was on the paperwork that I did give him. He had it the whole time, right? So, and I had to deal with that. And then, oh my God, it was just awful. Staten Island sucks. Never going back. Never relating myself to Staten Island again.
Is it a borough of New York?
I think so.
And it's the worst one.
Yeah, it's an island for a reason. Nobody wants to be there. You're stuck there. It's an island. If you're there, you're not by choice. You're stuck there.
That checks out. I'm sorry you went through that.
Yeah, it was awful experience. And then I had to stay late at work. I was supposed to leave at 2:30, didn't leave till 3:30.
Damn.
Terrible stuff.
So yeah, that's the work chronicles right there.
Yeah.
I wish I had a work story like that. I don't have one. My day isn't as event filled as yours.
Dude, people be stealing trucks all the time. I got 4 other trucks I got to report stolen in the next 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 of them are out of Staten Island, so I'm not looking forward to that. One of them's out of Roselle.
He doesn't want to return, but yet he will.
Yeah.
How about it? He might do it with the same cop.
Burden to repeat the process.
Wow.
Burden. Shout out Penske though.
The Penske Chronicles.
The fellow boy, Nicholas Pastor just applied.
Let's go.
So might be looking at a
Pastor. One day you'll be wherever we're at.
You'll be in the process. Yeah. You'll be reporting trucks someday, if you can do what I do. If you aspire to be at my level. So
this guy's he's Mr. Penske.
I'm Mr. Make It Happen.
Yeah, let's go.
So yeah. Penske Chronicles. We'll have a story every time for the Penske Chronicles.
That's number one. The Penske Chronicles number
one. Let me know if you had any Penske experiences. Drop any Penske experiences in the comments. Let us know what you got. Any stories, any good or bad rentals, or U-Haul, any truck rental. Let me know. I'll give you my honest opinion on it.
The only ever U-Haul experience I had was a good one. So I can't hate on them boys. Yeah, they did a fantastic job for me when I had to move my shit.
Where'd you move?
Well, it was just I was moving a guy.
Oh.
So I had to move his shit from the storage to his new apartment.
Yeah.
While it was a burden on me carrying shit, U-Haul,
the truck wasn't a problem.
Yeah, U-Haul did a great job.
Business is business. Can't be mad at you.
Type shit.
Wish you went a different route. But
type shit. Wish you went a different route. Look at this guy.
I'm a businessman at heart.
He's basically sales.
trying to get into the sales field, hopefully, God willing. But for today, those are the Penske Chronicles. That's the Drake beef in our eyes. Drop any comments on any topics you want us to debate.
Before we end, I'm going to give one monologue.
Hit me.
I'm just saying, it's a beef that I have with the NBA 2K video game. I would just say this, right? When you're a little kid and you're playing video games, it doesn't matter. It's not even NBA 2K, really. But it's just a game that I love, that's dear to my heart, that I've been playing since I was, since 2K15, 2015 was 9 years ago. I was 14 years old playing that game, buying VC, shooting jumpers. I'm still doing that today, 10 years later. Still buying VC, shooting jumpers. And I'll just say this, it just stinks that one day, it stinks like when your favorite athlete no longer has the arm or that three-pointer. And so it also stinks when you just kind of realize that everybody around you and everything we do, playing video games, that we just don't got it anymore.
Yeah, dude, I saw something the other day about, when we were kids playing video games, playing COD or whatever, or 2K, FIFA, we were playing against guys, you got the party chat going, you're telling them, like, hey, like, you suck, you're in your prime of your reaction time days, you're a young buck.
Exactly that.
And you're just cooking these guys that just got done working a 9 to 5, 40-hour work week or worse, and you're cooking them. They come home just to be berated by children, and we have hit the status where now we're the guys who are getting cooked.
We're getting cooked and berated by children, and I'm just
COD, I've only been able to play zombies now. I can't do multiplayer because I'm getting cooked. My KD used to be consistently at least a 1.5. Dude, I'm sitting at like a 1.1 this year. I haven't played COD in like 3 years, and I'm cooked. I'm no longer what I used to be. No longer what I used to be, and it's just we hit Unc status, and I think we've gotten to a point where we're now unfortunately Unc.
We're Unc, man,
and it hurts.
Where'd the time go? Because there used to be times, man, where we used to wake up, whether you're going to school or not, the only thing that was on your mind was the sticks.
Yeah, it was new battle pass on Fortnite, new season, whatever. That was like senior year of high school when Fortnite was hitting the battle pass. And it just.
And now it's like.
Damn, now I gotta buy a battle pass. Now I have to get on the boys are getting on, and it's almost like a burden to bear, because it's not where we used to be.
I'm not what I used to am, but and just going off of 2K, just playing yesterday was my experience of just losing games of the games we used to not lose.
Just kills morale.
And just not playing, I'm still all right, but I feel like I'm Russell Westbrook. Like my MVP days are behind me.
Not OKC anymore.
Yeah, like I'm wherever we are now.
You're not averaging
Denver.
a triple double.
I'm not doing that anymore. And
no.
This won't be my official retirement, but
just know we're hitting those years where retirement is becoming an option.
But I thought about it right as I put my head on the pillow. I was like, man, am I done?
I had a similar moment with myself not too long ago when it came to League of Legends. I'm huge in the League of Legends game. Played it since I was like junior in high school. Continuously play that game. Probably have most hours on that game out of any other game. And my reaction time is just not there. Technical difficulties again.
More tech difficulties. Ep1.
But we'll end it off there.
So I'm sorry about the League of Legends.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry about the League of Legends, man.
But it happens. You win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose some.
But you can't win all of them.
I agree. And
there's just not much you can do at some point. Once you hit that threshold of no longer being able to cook.
I'm not him no more.
Yeah.
Somebody else is. And I wish you good luck, because one day when you get to my age, when you get to not be the guy that you once were, you'll just be looking back, and it's that Andy line from The Office where he's like, I wish when people say we're in the good days, I wish they would tell you we're in the good days. And so
before they're gone.
So while that is in, maybe we're not in the good days of that, we are in the good days of being in our 20s as two young grown men.
We're in a different prime.
Yeah, so we're in a different prime. We'll update you guys on our lives, on current events, on these debates. This has been episode 1. If you got anything else?
Nothing else to add.
Nothing else.
Just give us some interactions. Tell us what you want to hear, what
absolutely.
you liked, We'll iron out the technical difficulties for next time.
Yeah,
We'll be more professional.
for sure.
We'll be in a different studio next time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, for now, till we see you next time.
Until we see you next time.